Hello everybody, Prowl here, and we are now on patch 1.18.10. I'm in the Bedrock Guide world, but we're not here for a Bedrock Guide episode today. We're here to talk about the fact that the Furnace XP bug is gone, but also it's not gone. Let me explain. So the way the Furnace XP bug used to work was you would smelt a whole bunch of items through the furnace, they would smelt down, and they would go into a chest. The more items you smelt through a furnace, the more XP the furnace is supposed to give when you pull an item out of the slot here, right? So if I turn this guy on right here and I get an item in here, I'll even lock this one real quick. I'd be able to pull an item out and I'd get XP for it. So if I ran 54 stacks worth of items, I would get 54 baked potatoes worth of XP from the pull. Now, that's the way it's supposed to work. But on Bedrock Edition, until today, or yesterday, until yesterday, the way it would work is every time you pull a single item out, you would get all of the XP, all 54 stacks of items worth every single time, as long as you close out an interface and went back into it, just like I'm doing right now. So they patched that. That doesn't work anymore. And a lot of people were upset about this. Yes, it's a bug, and bugs do need to be patched. They do need to be fixed. But there's not really a good, easy way to get XP on Minecraft Bedrock Edition in the early to mid game, or for people that aren't experienced with very technical aspects of the game. Java Edition ends up being a little bit easier because mobs will spawn a lot quicker. It makes their even simple farms give a decent amount of XP in return. So what do you do now? How do you get XP? Well, I just alluded to it earlier. There's a new bug. And this one's even worse than before. Oh gosh, let me show you how it works. So what this bug is and how it works is if you have a furnace open, let's say this one, and we're gonna take a stack of coal here, and we're gonna put it in our third item slot. What it's going to do is every time we pull this stack of coal out of that third item slot, it gives us the XP. You can see there. And it gives us however much XP that 64 coal worth of smelted coal ore would have given us. It took a little while to figure this out by the community, but they recently got back to me and let me know that's how it works. So you can sit here and click like this, and you're going to get 64 coal ore worth of XP every single time you click, just like that. So it begs the question, what else works? Well, like I said, the community's come through. Anything that you can run through the smelter to get XP from works. So maybe we should get some more things to run through the smelter. So I have a few different things that we can run through the smelter here, and we don't have to actually run them through the smelter for it to work. And it always works off of this third inventory slot. To my knowledge, it doesn't work on any other ones. So like baked potatoes, for instance, for some reason. Oh, baked potatoes do work. Look, see that? So baked potatoes, smooth stone should work. Basically, whatever you would get from smelting that particular stack of items, you're going to get the XP for. So coal, iron, gold, diamonds, all of those different things. So then you have to ask yourself, well, how much XP can you really get? Because if you take a look at, for example, if I take this gold right here, I put it in slot number 3, and all I have to do is this. Click, 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 click. Just pick it up, put it down. Pick it up, put it down. Look at all those levels I'm getting. I'm up to 119 now. I can sit here and click several more times. I'm up to 121. It's that quick and easy. So if we know that we get it based on the items that we smelt, and we get it 64 items at a time, how much XP can we get? Well, this would take us over to the Minecraft wiki. The Minecraft wiki, if we go under smelting, you could use the little search function here to find this. It'll tell you the XP amount for anything and everything you can smelt. So for example, all these foods, except for kelp, are 0.35. We have raw copper, raw iron, raw gold, nether gold ore, and ancient debris. 0.7, 0.7 for raw copper and raw iron. Look at this, raw gold and nether gold ore get you 1 XP per smelted item. And ancient debris into nether scrap gets you 2. That's actually the highest in the game right there. Then you have others, copper ingot, copper ore into copper ingot, 0.7, diamond is 1, gold is 1, iron is 0.7, lapis 0.2, and so on and so on. Emerald ore is 1 as well. And then you have a whole bunch of stones and other blocks that will get you anywhere from 0.1 to 0.25 or 15 here. With the exception being Bedrock and Java Edition are different. Java Edition cactus will get you 1. Or technically green dye will get you 1, whereas on Bedrock Edition, it'll get you 0.2 XP. So this tells us something. This tells us if we can get it, our fastest way to get a lot of levels would be by picking up and putting down nether scraps in slot number 3. Not super easy to get that much, although it's possible. And am I going to do it? Yes, I definitely am. Maybe not in this video, but on the Bedrock Guide world, I definitely will. And actually, you know what? We can go into a creative world just to test it. And then gold ingots, that's really the easy one. We have a lot of gold ingots. So that's easy to have or get. Also diamonds, we have plenty of diamonds. And was there something else? Emerald ore or emeralds. It doesn't have to be emerald ore, it just has to be emeralds. Will also get us 1. So let's hop back into the world. So here we are back in the world in survival. And again, I can come up to this slot number 3, pick up and put down gold ingots, and I'm just getting infinite XP. Just like this. Either one of these will get me 64 experience points every single time that I click. Imagine if you're on a PC and you could set up an auto clicker. You could literally set this to get you XP all night. Or you could just sit here for a minute and click really fast and get yourself a whole lot of experience points really quickly. How fast can you get from 0 to 30? Because 30 is the magical number, right? 30 will get you to where you can use the enchanting table. Let me hop over into a creative copy of the world. Or actually, let's load up a fresh world so I can show you some more information. Okay, here we are in my creative test world where I got all sorts of crazy things around me. And we're going to set our spawn here. And then we're going to do 3 things. We're going to place down a furnace. Let's place it down right here. We'll place down a blast furnace. We're gonna place down a smoker. I got a bed placed down here so I can set my spawn, because for me to reset my XP, I'm simply just gonna do this. Okay, so the first thing to note here that I've tried and tested is it doesn't matter if you've never smelted anything in the furnace before. It can be a 100% fresh furnace, just placed down, and this trick will work. So it actually, in a way, it's a lot more powerful than the XP glitch that we had before. Because at least with that one, you had to go through and collect all of the items that you were going to be using or smelting through the system and then wait for them all to smelt through. Now, you could just click on a furnace. You could take 64 netherite scrap, place it down in the slot, pick it up, and you get 8.5 or 8 and about 3/4 or 2/3 levels from just one single pull. Let's compare this with the gold ingots. A single pull gets me 5.5 levels. Now also, just to show you, it doesn't matter if you use a furnace, a blast furnace, or a smoker, they all work the same. Here we are at a blast furnace. Put another scrap in there. 8 3/4 levels. So as you can see, brand new, fresh furnace, doesn't matter which type, you're gonna get that every single time. Now, one thing I haven't seen or heard of anybody trying, I wonder what happens if you have a whole shulker box full of gold ingots or netherite scraps. Is it going to give me more XP if I pick that up in my inventory slot? I'm thinking the answer is no, but you don't know until you try. Okay, here we go. First, before we go into the menu, let's just get that out of our slot. We'll leave this out too for now. I'm going to click on this. I'm going to put the shulker box here, pick it up, and nothing. It doesn't do anything. Oh, that would have been crazy if that worked. So now the next thing we need to know is how fast can you reasonably get a lot of experience points or get yourself to any particular level that really matters a lot. Let's say, how quick can we get ourselves to level 30? First, we need to figure out how many pulls it'll take to get to level 30. Here we go. Boom, level 30. I've counted that took about 8 seconds, 9 seconds, somewhere right in there to get 30 levels with gold ingots. So if you had netherite scrap, that would be cut in half, right? So about 4 or 5 seconds, let's call it. 5 seconds, 4 to 5 seconds to get yourself 30 levels. Imagine if you set this up with an auto clicker. Or what if you do it for a whole minute? Let's see what we can get in a whole minute. Maximum capacity netherite scraps. And here we go. Last couple seconds and we are done. 1 minute, 87 levels just by clicking the button over and over again. Oh man, if they thought the last XP bug was bad, whoo boy, they're not going to be happy about this one at all. So now you know how to use it. Take an item that would normally get smelted through, have a furnace interface open, go to your third slot, pick item up and sit it down. XP, you get it. It's that easy. But then the big question comes in. You can do this, but should you do this? And really, that's a decision that you're going to have to make. I can't really tell you what to think about this, right? Some people are going to be pretty upset that this exists. They're going to think it's too easy. They're going to call it cheating. Other people, they're going to want to do it. I'm more on the side of you make the decision for yourself, right? Because there's a lot of different people in a lot of different situations. Some of you have time to play 3 to 4 hours a day, every single day, and making a big fancy farm to get a lot of XP isn't that big of a deal. You're technical players. You could build a big portal ticking gold farm or, you know, a guardian farm or something like that. Get yourself plenty of levels that way. That's cool. Do it. Guess what? You're using portal ticking, which is technically a bug in the game that they've decided to leave in for now, and you're getting hundreds of levels that way. So what you're doing isn't really that much different than this, although you had to put in a little bit of work to do it. Some people really only have 20 to 30 minutes a day or an hour or 2 hours a week to play, and they don't want to spend that time sitting at a, you know, mob farm that they've made for a long period of time to get the levels. So if that's your case, then do it. For me, the levels are inconsequential at this point. I have my max gear. I just need to mend my tools up. That way I can get back to playing the game and making awesome stuff for you guys. So will I use this on the Bedrock guide? Yes. Yes, I will. Do I think they're going to patch this out? At some point, probably sooner rather than later, because they'll take care of bugs like this a whole lot quicker than they'll take care of other bugs that are a big issue. I don't know why it always seems to work out that way, but it does. So they'll patch it out at some point, probably sooner rather than later. And should they patch it out? Yeah, it's a little cheesy. I just wish they would put in an easier way, I guess, for people that are not ultra technically inclined, that maybe don't have a whole lot of time to play the game, to get experience points, other than building a big fancy technical farm that they have to watch tutorials on and try to build. Because some people don't like to play that way. And on Bedrock Edition, at least, you don't get a lot of XP from just running around and killing mobs. There's not enough mobs out there to kill, and they don't give enough XP to get yourself fully enchanted gear in any sort of reasonable way. So my verdict, yeah, it's got to go. It's got to go from the game. Hopefully it stays a little while, and use it if you want to use it, or follow your server or realm's rules if your server or realm has rules around these things. Now me, I got to get back to working here on the guide because I got a big watchtower to build. So if you enjoy these update videos on bugs, on beta updates and game updates that happen, or if you just like Minecraft content in general, make sure if you're watching this video, click the like button to help it get seen by more people. Click the subscribe button to subscribe to the channel and catch more of my videos, and ring that bell to make sure that you get notifications anytime I go live, which I do live stream here on YouTube, or anytime a new video comes out. I thank you for hanging out with me today. Hopefully some of you find this useful, and I'll see you next time. Bye!